Hi guys, how are you? My name is Carolina. For those of you who don't know, welcome to my channel. I am a tarologist. I'm also a Reiki master teacher and an authenticity coach. I'll be leaving links down below if you want to contact me personally and or if you just want to check out some of the work that I do. It is May 1st officially, if you can believe that we're already on May 1st, right? So today we're going to be doing our energy reading for the month. We're going to see what energy is going to be predominant this month for us to work with. And we're going to look at, how we can use it to progress, to move forward, to propel us into things that we're already doing. How do we utilize this energy to maximize our potential and results for this month? Okay. All right. Let's see what we get here. So, we have the Emperor upright. So, the Emperor is very much about grounding, structure, foundation. But also there's this compassionate consideration before making decisions. So for me, the way that I see this is consider every angle this month before you make final decisions. Consider all of the available perspectives, all of the potentiality in everything that you're doing, and make sure that you are grounded when you make these decisions, that you are absolutely sure that you've taken into consideration everything, right? So the Emperor is one who feels like he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders. He makes decisions for the collective. He makes decisions for the greater good, while also considering the needs of everybody involved, right? This is someone who is very fair, very grounded, very just, kind of like your father figure, right? Someone who is of authority and makes decisions. So that's the energy that we're going to be working with for the month of May. It's one that allows us to take charge of the things that we're doing, take charge of our life, take charge of what we're allowing in our life, in our personal space, in our mental space, in our energetic or emotional space. And what are you allowing in your business? What are you allowing in your day-to-day life? So we have all of these beautiful, like he's so winged and there's a lot of sparkles. There is divine guidance there. There's a divine guidance. There's a divine support for everything that you're doing moving forward. So you're not alone. Yeah, you're being guided, and sometimes you need to kind of step back and ground yourself and really listen to your intuitive decisions, to your purpose-driven intuition, right, for lack of a better word or putting it in a better way. If you notice, there's also there's little tiny little creatures and fairies down here. So when making decisions, be very kind of logical and consider who and what and how your decisions are affecting the people that are around you or that are directly involved with what you're doing or what you're making decisions about, right? So be logical, be practical about the things that you're doing. And sometimes it helps, like if you're really in your head about something, and sometimes when we get in our head about stuff, we're really thinking and overthinking and overanalyzing. When we get in that space, we tend to procrastinate. We tend to lack in productivity because we're so in our head, we can't make a decision in the first place. So it helps to take a step back and ground and really connect with a more logical, practical way of making this decision, right? Kind of take a step back and look objectively at what's in front of you so that you can make a decision and consider who's being affected by your decision and in what way, right? So it helps to be grounded. So I'm because I feel like it's such a earth type energy, we should be grounding. If you're near a nice park or the outdoors, just nature, the ocean, the beach, sand, anything, but I'm feeling like May is going to be a really, really good month to ground. Some of you are going to feel it a little bit more deeply and are going to have to really kind of be out in nature and connect to nature. For me, nature is anything, including animals. So if you have your pets, maybe, kind of deepen your connection with your pets. Get out in nature. Go for a walk with your dog. Kind of sit in the park for, an hour and like ground and clear your mind. Okay, so it's a really, really good card. It's really kind of like that father figure energy. And like I said, he's a winged figure, and then you kind of see this. It's like a star. There's like multiple leaves. These are kind of your backup, your divine guidance, your spirit guides, your galactic team, your whatever is guiding you, whatever is giving you those intuitive nudges. So yeah, you have to be firm, and that firmness sometimes mean that because you have to focus on what you have to do, and you have to make decisions for the greater good or for your greatest good in order to collectively impact the greatest good. Sometimes that means that you have to say no. Sometimes that means that you have to be firm, say no, stand your ground, and prioritize what is actually important to you, what is authentically important to you, what is essentially important to you, and make those decisions. Sometimes when we consider how people are going to feel about the decisions that we have to make for ourselves in order to really create our world, our reality, we become a little bit caught up in the emotions of what are they going to think about me, or how I don't want to seem so distant, or I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, etc. But that's the energy that's available for us to utilize, to thrive through. And all it means is you get to embrace a part of yourself that is in charge, that has the authority to put you in a position of leadership over your own life and life decisions. So leadership leads to success in whatever you're doing, whatever your endeavors, whether it's entrepreneurship, whether it's you're looking for a different job, or you're looking to make a transition, from one life path to the next. And you have to be authoritative. You have to be a leader in order to make these things happen. And if you're feeling like, you're not a natural leader, or you don't have these leadership skills, well, this is a great month to develop those skills, strengthen those skills within yourself, and kind of find out how you can lead yourself to the life that you're building, the reality that you're creating, how to take that leap. But it does take a firm kind of commitment or determination with yourself, this full commitment with yourself, which sometimes means when you're pointing this inwards that you have to give yourself a little bit of tough love. Sometimes you might be a little bit tired, but you have to get some things done, because it's about your forward movement. It's about your progress. It's about continual forward movement, so that you're not getting stuck, so that you're not kind of just stagnating, right? You're taking firm action, you're making firm decisions, you're standing your ground. So grounding is really, really important. Earth is stubborn, right? If you see a boulder, you're not just gonna move it by flicking it. It takes a lot to move a boulder. It takes a lot to crack a rock. So you need to be that firm boulder, that kind of strong-rooted foundation within yourself, in your determination, in your own commitment to yourself and your dreams and your goals and your passions. Unwavering, but also compassionate and considerate of the people and the things around you, and how your decisions and your firm leadership is affecting everybody else. Okay? So I will create a blog regarding this reading. I'll probably put the two together so that it's a little bit more concise, and then you have a written format as well. But this is the energy for sure. And don't be afraid to ask your guides to say, some of us are not that good with self-leadership and coaching yourself to continue moving forward, or self-inspiration. Some of us kind of need a little kick in the butt to be firm with ourselves in that way, and that's all right. So don't be afraid to ask your guides for guidance. Don't be afraid to, say, hey, angels, I need a little push in the right direction. I need a little nudge. I need a sign. Make it a strong sign because I'm stubborn and I'm not very, I'm not listening or something. Maybe you want to meditate or use visualization, but it's a great way to kind of really get in touch with your life path and be firm about it. So just think of the energy as father figure energy, authoritative energy, care, kind of providing for you, taking care of you. This is the kind of energy that's backing you up right now. And you want to use that, right? You want to use it to this fullest potential and allow it to push you a little bit further into your fullest potential. Okay, like I said before, I'm going to be releasing a blog for this reading. And I'm going to also just add links under this video. If you want to comment, go ahead and do that. Link down below for that. I'll leave a link down to my website as well as my Facebook page if you'd like a little extra interaction. So yeah, I hope that this is helpful. Now just keep in mind that this is for the duration of May, and the energy will shift as we shift through the month of May, and as we are able to more fully embody this energy of being able to take the authority for ourselves and have that leadership in our lives. So I feel really happy, I feel really good about this energy. It's going to be very different for a lot of us, but it's about what life stage we're in and how can we become the leader of our life in order to create more solidly, manifest more solidly what we have been creating and planning right now. How do we get it done? Now, how do we move forward and bring it into fruition? Sometimes it takes a firm hand. You have to be very committed and disciplined. So this is a great card for that. Maybe you've already planned things out. Maybe you have a whole bunch of plans. It's just about getting those things organized, making your blueprint, your outline, and then just following through and being firm with following through for yourself, while considering how the world around you, the people around you, are affected by your leadership, by your self-leadership, right? Sometimes being able to be our own leaders and our own coaches is in and of itself enough to inspire the people around us to also embrace that inner leader and take charge of the way that their lives are unfolding and be an active participant in creating your own reality. That is a beautiful thing. So again, I'm going to write a blog. It's going to be a little bit more in depth, but also I'd like for you guys to have the written format of the reading in case that sometimes you want to go back to it. I know that sometimes I do throughout the month, just to kind of stay on track when I feel like I've fallen a little bit out of alignment. So again, thank you very much. Like, subscribe, hit the little bell for new content. You'll be reminded. And I'll see you guys again soon. In love and warmth always. And have a great day. Enjoy your month.